What's up, people? Unpopular Truth, back with another video. Just wanted to talk about this list, right? This list makes absolutely no sense. And the biggest thing I want to know is, what is the criteria that these people are going by? Like what? I don't, like, it's just a random list. And they just put whoever they want up there, and they don't tell you why. They just, this is the list. This is what we putting up here, right? So everybody already know MJ, number one. I don't even know why people debate it. It don't even make sense to debate the MJ stuff, right? But 2 through 10 is in question. 2 through 10 is in question. And but yeah, isn't 2 through 10 is in question, especially when you don't have COVID up there, right? So there's no way. Let's start with the obvious, because this is the reason why it makes no sense, right? Okay. The only way you can have a list like this is you gotta say this is your favorite player. They just your favorite player, because the credentials don't make sense if you got Kobe at number 11. And everybody keeps putting Kobe out of the top 10 or critiquing Kobe for reasons that don't make sense for everybody else on the list, right? So you got, let's just start with the person that they always critique Kobe about, Shaq. Why is Shaq number 10 if Kobe is number 11? Somebody, if somebody can answer that, because it makes no. Now, if you had him and Shaq outside of the top 10, then it would make, I could say okay. You know, I'd be like, okay, at least you trying to make some sense, but it still wouldn't make sense, right? It still wouldn't make sense. But with having Shaq at number 6, it makes absolutely no sense. But the reason I said something about Shaq is because that's why everybody discredits Kobe, is Shaq. But how you don't discredit Shaq for having Kobe? Like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense, right? But that ain't even the crazy. That's a crazy part of it. Don't get me wrong, but it's other crazy parts in it too. Okay, you got at number 4 and number 3. You have Kareem and Magic. Why? If you using the same criteria as you did for Kobe. Because my thing is, you can't disqualify somebody for something if you're not using that same criteria for everyone, right? You gotta have that same criteria for everyone for you to even judge something. Like, that's just like any type of competition that you have. You're using the same criteria, so if other people don't have it, then they get they get points off of that too. So Kareem and Magic automatically get points off. So why are they at number 3 and 4? They was on the same team. They won all their championships together, except for one. Kareem, the only one that didn't win a championship with out of him and Magic. They didn't win championships together. That's it. Kareem got one without Magic. Magic got none without him. So how does that make sense? How does that make sense why he's not, why he's, both of those people are above Kobe? Somebody make that make sense to me. Because like I said, you only can judge, or you only can make a list if you everybody going by the same criteria. And my thing is, just tell me the criteria. If it makes sense for Kobe to be at the top 10 according to everybody's resume, then I'll be okay with it. But I've been watching basketball too long. I know Kobe's career. I know most of these people's career on here. You can't put Kobe below any of these people except for Michael Jordan. That's the only one. That's the only one. If you're going by the same criteria of having a great player by your side every time you won a championship, how you did it, how you played, your skill level, everything like that, the only person that is above Kobe is Michael Jordan. See, they snuck Steph in there just for kicks and giggles. We already know that they just trying to make a, they keeping this thing up. They like the negative attention that brought. Cause if anything, to be honest, Steph would be ahead of Kareem and Magic to me. So you shouldn't even have Steph that low. Steph really above LeBron James to me. Right? I can give you a great argument for Steph being over LeBron. So LeBron shouldn't even be 2. But they have no criteria that I know of that when we talk about basketball, that Kobe is below any of those folks other than Michael Jordan. Kobe, his overall game, shooting, dribbling, passing, rebounding, being a scorer, defense, on-ball defense, and help line defense, is no player on there other than Michael Jordan that you can put above him. So that's why I ask folks all the time. I'm like, what is the criteria that we going by? Because you can say it. Say I just like these players better than him. Fine. But Bleacher Report is a company. So I'm thinking it has to be some type of collaborated decision to make this list. Now I might be wrong. It might just be one person. I don't know. And that is even worse. But if they have a legitimate reason, then tell me. Because the only knock that everybody put on Kobe is what? He played with Shaq. Well, like I said, the only person that would be when it comes to that part of the criteria, Steph is the only one that Steph should be above everybody if it comes to that. So we'll give Steph. He didn't play with nobody like that except for KD them 2 years. But the 2 that he didn't have with KD, that was all Steph. Steph was the main character. They gave Iguodala that Finals MVP for no reason at all. They just gave it to him. There's no way that you give that the Iguodala. I don't, to this day, know. Everybody know, man. So we ain't even got to do all that. But he got 2 championships as the main guy, the number 1 guy. Michael Jordan, the only one above. No, cause well, like I said, so Steph got 2, and Kobe got 2. Being the main guy, superstar, ain't no big help, ain't nobody else you really game planning for other than him. Is Kobe and Steph. Magic always had Kareem, so you had the game plan for both of those. They were co-stars. There was nobody that was the number 1. They was co-stars. Kobe and Shaq, they were co-stars. They was co-stars. That's all that happened. That's all it was. It was not no Batman, Superman, or no Batman, Robin type thing. It was Batman and Batman. Because the person, and really, I give Kobe the upper hand. I'm still giving Kobe the upper hand at the time on Shaq, because Kobe was the one that always had to finish out the game. Shaq was they was hacker shacking, they were doing all type of stuff to get Shaq out the game, and it worked. So you had to get him out the game. Shaq had a big weakness. He couldn't shoot free throws to save his life. So they had to get him out the game. So guess who the fourth quarter going to most of the time? Kobe. And he proved it, and he did it. Right? So, please, somebody make it make sense why anybody in that top 10, anybody in that 2 through 10 spot should be ahead of Kobe. And let's break down a significant criteria. Because if you listen to me right now, you see I'm only using what other folks said about Kobe. I can make arguments that the stuff that people say about LeBron and they try to make LeBron good at it. Kobe is better than him at the stuff that they try to do with him. Like I said, let's go down the list. Okay, we're gonna go down the list. LeBron. He doesn't play better offense. He's not a better offensive player than Kobe. Everybody knows that, right? I hope if we cannot come to agreement on that, then the world is gone to nothing, right? So he a better offensive player than LeBron. Everybody knows that. He's a better defensive player than LeBron. You should know that, and everybody knows that. He's a better scorer than LeBron. Everybody knows that. He's a better one-on-one player than LeBron. Everybody knows that. He's a better get your own shot player than LeBron. Everybody knows that. The only thing that people can even put LeBron better than Kobe at is that they try to make it that he's a better passer. Let's get, and I need to say this, and people always try to think that you hating, but it's not hate. This is just the truth. Just because you pass the ball more doesn't make you a better passer. That's not that. And just because you get more assists than me doesn't make you a better passer. It's not that. Because see, that's what everybody try to grade it on, that LeBron James get more assists than Kobe. But so again, just because you pass the ball a lot doesn't make you a better passer than somebody. Only thing, and just because you get more, 1 or 2 more assists than a person doesn't make you a better passer. That just means your teammates hit more shots than the other people did on the other team. That's all that matters. That don't make you a better passer. That just make your team, you got a better team. They hitting shots. If you got that many assists, they are hitting shots. And my team ain't hitting shots. Because the thing is, what people think when it comes to assists, they think, oh, just because he got 5 assists, that means he only passed it 5 times that game. That's not true. You can pass as many times you want to, and a dude can shoot. He can miss. That's not up to you at all. That's why I say assist is not really important, what people be trying to make it when it comes to basketball. Assists are really not that important. They started making that important out of nowhere. Because if you pass the ball, you can make the perfect pass. You can throw an alley-oop. You can throw the perfect alley-oop ever. You can throw 5 alley-oops in a row. Throw them up there, and that dude can miss that dunk. Does that make you a bad passer? No. Does that make you a selfish player? No. That you tried to pass the ball. They didn't make the shots. That's all that means. All right? They didn't make the shots. And see, that's what people don't want to admit. Assists really ain't like that. Now, if you want to say rebounds are more important to me than assists. Because an assist is a team, is a 2 people thing. 2 things got to happen. 2 things got to happen. But a rebound, I don't think the dude missed, and you got to have an effort. That is more important than you getting an assist. Because the assist really ain't even about you. It's about the person that made it. Because I want everybody to understand. People can keep on trying to say this and say it as much as they want to. All right? But basketball is about putting the ball in the basket. So what is the most important thing? Scoring the basketball. No matter what nobody try to lie and say, or try to just say out loud so you can believe it, shooting and putting the ball in the basket is the most important thing in basketball. Because you're trying to win the game, and that's the only way you can win the game, if you got more points than the other team. So we can sugarcoat it and say, oh yeah, I love a person that can get a lot of assists. I love a person that get a lot of rebounds. I love a person that get a lot of steals. I love a person. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter if the ball is not going into that goal. Let's get this straight, all right? Let's look at it from this point too, all right? If you playing one-on-one, right? Say somebody steal the ball from me 5 times playing one-on-one, but the other possessions I scored 12 points, and we're going to 12. What did it matter? Did they win? with the 5 steals, or did I win with the 12 points? I just want everybody to, I want that question to be answered. So Magic and LeBron should not be in this top 10 over Kobe. Now we got Kareem. We can run the list down. Okay, we're gonna go with Kareem. Kareem and Kobe. Let's compare the two. Kareem is not a better offensive player than Kobe. Kareem is not a better defensive player than Kobe. Kareem cannot shoot better than Kobe. Kareem cannot pass better than Kobe. There's nothing that Kareem does better than Kobe. And most of the time, Kareem somebody had to give him the ball on the block to do his thing. He couldn't create his own shot from just bring the ball down and doing stuff like that. See, that's what people don't understand about basketball. All that matters. When you ain't got to use a middleman to get that ball in the basket, that is better. Right? That is better than from me having to pass the ball to somebody, because guess what? No matter how great of a passer, it's still running the risk of that ball getting stolen. But if I ain't got to pass it and I can get it in the goal, that is better than me having to pass it. We can keep on, like I said, you can keep on trying to make that a good thing, like passing is better than scoring. Never. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm a point guard. I always been a point guard since I've been playing basketball. Now, do I want my team to score? The other players on my team to score? Yes. But I know I'm not making them score by passing them the ball. They getting the opportunity. But I'm not making them score. I can't make them put that ball in that basket. I don't threw some of the best passes I can ever seen in my life and somebody blow the layup or miss the 3. So that's not it. But I get them the ball and they go score. I'm happy for that. We trying to win. And that's what we done made. Obviously, we done made winning second, like a something that's second to stats. We done made that second to stats. Right? And that's crazy to me. So we got Kareem, LeBron James and Kareem are not better than Kobe. We got them two out the way. So if we got them the next two after Michael Jordan, ain't nobody should be above Kobe on his list. Right? Ain't nobody should be above Kobe on his list. But for some reason, I don't know what done happened in the basketball spaces, right? I don't know what they doing. I don't know what they thought they seen when Kobe was playing. We must have seen some different games or different things that Kobe did, but it was nothing closer than Michael Jordan, which is the #1 guy ever in basketball history. It was nothing close to Michael Jordan other than Kobe. It just wasn't. It just wasn't. LeBron James is not who y'all think he is. Because that's the only thing people promote. The promotion of LeBron James made y'all think that he was bigger than or doing more than what he did. LeBron James MVP seasons, Michael Jordan rookie season was better than his MVP seasons. Only thing he didn't win. That was it, right? But see, like I said, he didn't win. He didn't win. So guess what? Obviously, either the winning mattered with LeBron or it doesn't. But if it doesn't, that knocks him all the way off the top 10 list. If the winning don't matter, why is LeBron James better than Kevin Durant? You can't explain it. Nobody can explain it. But guess what they'll say? He got more rings than Kevin Durant. But then when you use it against him with somebody else, with Kobe, guess what? Kobe got more rings than him. Like, what are we talking about? And let's not me forget this. I don't want to forget this, right? Dwayne Wade and LeBron James were co-stars. They were not no Batman and Robin. They were co-stars on that Miami Heat team. There's no way around it. You can't prove otherwise. They had to adjust to LeBron James. They had to get him hyped up just to be able to play. So don't get it twisted. Him and Dwayne Wade was co-stars. In that first year that they was together, Dwayne Wade was the better player. He was the better player on the team. The second year, they was the same. They shared it. The third year, Wade was hurt most of that year, and they weren't gelling together as a team that year. But healthy Dwayne Wade, let me tell y'all something. He was better than LeBron James when he was healthy. No ifs and buts about it. The film showed it. The numbers were showing it. The winning was showing it. Everything was showing it. They were saying LeBron James better than Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade won the championship his third year in the league. LeBron James had his time. He had his chance to do it. Guess what? He didn't do it. He folded against San Antonio. He didn't do it. So I don't know what world people are living in where they thinking that LeBron James is better than these players. He's not better than Kobe. In no sense of the word. Even he said it a couple years that Kobe was better than him. Everybody knew it. He didn't even really have to say it. Everybody knew it. Kobe work on the court speaks for itself. When you seen them playing, it spoke for itself. Cause then another thing, they try to make he head to head. LeBron James beat him 16 games to 6. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then LeBron shouldn't be ahead of Steph. Steph got him in the playoffs head up. So what? So now we're gonna take that? We're gonna take that? That's what I'm confused at. Like, that's what I mean by the criteria. They'll make that a thing. And then when you say, well, is he better than Steph? Because Steph got him head up in the playoffs. Oh, no. Steph ain't better than... How? But you just said he was better than Kobe. Because they went head up and he had a better record. Like, make it make sense. That's all I'm asking for. If any one of LeBron James fans... I don't think I keep asking people. I keep asking them. Just make a criteria up. Make a criteria up. And then we'll go by it. And we'll run down the list for everybody that fits this criteria. And we gonna see who better. But they don't want to do that. Because guess what? It doesn't work out in their favor. And they keep on trying to make this a just imaginary thing that LeBron James is better than Kobe. It's not true. But anywho, Like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody. Help me out. Trying to get this page off the ground, man. Y'all help me out a little bit. Peace.